So it's kind of like, I mean, the impression that we're getting over the last couple of years anyway is that this island is becoming a lot more, you know, there's a VIP section to this island now.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually growing. It's not all about, and I think, you know, one of the things that is all these, I won't mention any names, but there's certain documentaries and things on the telly that were made that fucking ruin this place.
Well, that, yeah,
or kind of gave a bad impression of this place.
Well, the thing is, what they do is, unfortunately, a lot of them, they just, they seem to, you know, base all that stuff around the really, you know, not so good bits of it. You know, like, you know, the drunkenness and the hedonism. I mean, obviously people know about that, but you know, the island is gorgeous. There's a lot of places. You know, the beaches, all the north and the west, and everywhere. There's like some fantastic places, and you know, it's obviously the spiritual side of the island's always been, you know, and sometimes they get played down when it shouldn't. It should be played up because, you know, it's been, you know, the hippie island for, you know, 50 odd years, and Bob Marley did his last concert here and all that in the up in the Bull Ring, which is a fantastic place if you've ever been up there. And you know, it's not all necessarily about that. There are other things, you know. So it would be nice to show something. Yeah. You know.
I want to talk to you, obviously, you know, you're a bit of a hero of mine, Brandon, I have to say. No, you are, man. You are.
All for the wrong reasons.
All for the wrong reasons. Well, for the wrong reasons and for the right reason. I mean, let's talk about maybe the right reasons first, is about as a DJ.
Yeah. Well,
and about the kind of music thing. Can you tell us a little bit about, I'm interested about how, because I love music, I DJ myself, I'm influenced by certain things. When did you were inspired to know that music would be a part of your life? When you started DJing, who your influences are, things like that. Back, you know, when that was.
Basically, when I grew up in Wembley, where I did, I you know, it was pub culture then, and that was just sort of like come out of school and go down the pub sort of thing. And it was just then. I mean, we even at school we used to. You have the lunchtime discos and all that, and I was very young. I used to go to the old lot, and they used to dance. And it was all jazz dancing, all that sort of stuff. So I used to go and watch that, and you know, I think my passion for music just started there, and I've always loved my old disco and old funk and jazz, you know, jazz, funk and soul, and you know, having those lunchtime discos was probably the first sort of introduction I had to music as such of that type. And you know, we used to buy records each week. If you did a Saturday job, you'd spend like whatever you had wages on all the 12-inch imports that came out. If you could buy two, you could afford them. Of course, it was still quite expensive in those days. So we just built our record collections, and I had a couple of mates who we used to do stuff together.